Hello, welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem. 1943 describes the painting. And I think there's a lot of description for this problem, but basically if you understand it, it's gonna be not so hard. At least you can try to find some solutions to solve it. So let me explain the problem. Maybe I'm just directly gonna use the example to explain it. So for example, we have the segments. The first segment is gonna be 1 to 4. So this is 1 to 4, and this is 5. Yeah. So this means this is a color 5, and for another one it is 4, 7, 7. So 4 to 7, and the color is gonna be 7. And we have the last one, 1 to 7. It is 9. So this is 1, and this is 7. Let me use another color. So this is 1 and this is 7, and the color is going to be 9. We just want to describe the painting. So the describing idea is that we just want to check the segment. So from 1 to 4, so the value is going to be accumulated from 5 plus 9, so it's going to be 14. And for 4 to 7, the value is going to be accumulated from 7 to 9, so it's going to become 16. So this is going to be the final result. And also we should be careful about this AB tuple. So A is included, but B is not included. Yeah. So while we are trying to design an algorithm, definitely we need to take care about, because B is half closed, A is totally closed. Yeah, B is not closed. And there's also some other part about the problem. We need to be careful about it. So it's gonna exclude any part that are not painted. So for example, let me use another color. Maybe it would be better while we use white. So if we have this kind of painting, so this is our painting, and this is the painting, and this is the painting. But in these areas, as we can see, there's nothing in between. So these areas will not be painted. So if we didn't take this carefully, we're gonna at least make a mistake about it. Yeah. Because we're going to exclude any parts that are not painted, because this area is not painted, so we're going to exclude this part. Now we're going to try to find a way to solve it. Yeah. So as the painting is going to be a segment by a segment, and the result is going to be accumulated the color. So for example, in this area, maybe from here to here, yeah, definitely there may be a value of 2, there may be a value of 3, so in this segment it's going to be 5. So we're going to describe the painting as a 5. Maybe here we're going to describe it as a 3, because this is a color 3. Maybe from here, these areas, so this is a 2, this may be 4. So in this segment, maybe we're going to describe it as a 2 plus 4, it's going to be 6. So if we are going to solve the problem like this, so it is very clear that we're going to use a difference array to solve the problem, so it's going to be easier. So first of all, we just need to check the segments, so from the start to the end and the value, and we want to put it inside a difference array, and then we're going to just accumulate all the values. Now we have the final array, and after that we just need to output the result. But we cannot use a 1D array to prepare the difference array. We have to use a dictionary, because the color can be 10 to the power of 9. So if we use a 1D array, that is not possible, because it's going to be time limit exceeded. So in order to save the time and memory, we want to use a dictionary. So we want to put it inside a dictionary. We have the k and value pairs. So k is going to be the position, and value is going to be the color. After that, we're going to turn this dictionary to a 2D array. And inside the 2D array, for each of the tuple, there will be a tuple. It means the k-value pairs. So k is going to be the position, and value is going to be the color. And then we're going to accumulate this array and get the final result. Yeah. So this is the whole idea of how to solve the problem. Now let's just try to solve it by using the difference array. But before that, I'm going to use this pairwise method. And we should know what is pairwise in Python. So if it is pairwise 1 in a 1D array, so it's going to be an empty array, because one element cannot become a pairwise, so it is empty. So if we have 2 or 3 elements, more than 2 elements, basically we have the pairwise. So for example, we have 1, 2, and 2, 3. Because basically I'm going to use this method to solve this problem. This is and just some tricks for such kind of problem. Yeah, now let's just try to solve it. So I'm going to prepare a dictionary, as I said, because the color can be really large. So instead of an array, we want to use a dictionary because the color can be 10 to the power of 9, and each color is distinct. Yeah, so this means all the colors are going to be different. All the colors are going to be different because the color is distinct. We want to put an integer inside. Now I want to check the segments. So for start, end, and value inside the segments. And basically, I want to put value inside it. So ds. So this is going to be the dictionary d going to be the difference array. So the plus equal to the value, and de going to be minus equal to the value. This is for e, not e plus 1, because the end for this number 4, it is not included. If we are using the difference array, if it is not included, we can directly use the end parenthesis. So de going to be minus equal to this. Now we want to turn the dictionary into an array, because definitely we want to calculate the accumulated sum. And for the accumulated sum, definitely we want to find the parentheses one by one, and then we want to find the parentheses one by one, and then we want to get the final result in this parentheses. For example, this is 1, 4, and 7, and then we want to output 1, 4, and 7. So we want to turn the dictionary into an array. So it's going to be, we have to sort it the parentheses because we want to output the parentheses. Yeah. So for example, if we have parentheses like 174, definitely we want to turn the parentheses to 147, and then we have the segment 1 to 4 and 4 to 7. So this is why we're going to sort the array according to the parentheses. So it's going to be sorted. So we're going to use, let me use array, maybe k and v. So for kv inside the d.items. Yeah, so we take out the key value pairs and we're going to sort it according to the parentheses. Now we want to calculate the accumulated sum. So let me, maybe I want to use maybe prefix or array. It is okay. Let me use a prefix. So for I in range from 1 to length of the prefix array, so the prefix I1, so the plus equal to the prefix I minus 1 with 1. So now we have the prefix array. Basically, it is the difference array and the accumulated sum. After finishing this one, we can, I think we can output the final result. So I'm going to prepare a result array. So I want to check all the values. I want to pairwise all the values inside the prefix array, because definitely I want to output the final result. So I'm going to use AB in pairwise. So in pairwise the prefix. Because for this prefix we take the start and end parenthesis, definitely the prefix is going to be at least 2. So in this way we can use the pairwise safely. So we're going to take the values k1 and v1 going to be A, and k2, v2 going to be B. Now we want to output the result. So the result going to be like k1 to k2, it's going to be a segment. And then we want to output the accumulated sum. As we've already checked the accumulated sum, so here going to be just v1. So this is going to be the final result. But we need to be careful about this one, yeah, because excluding any parts that are not repeated. So this means this v1, this value can be 0. So for example, if the segment is like like here and here, and in this area that is empty, so we don't need to output that. So this means we have to check the value of v1 if it has a value, so we want to output it because it means a different color. Otherwise, if it is a 0, we don't need to output it. So this is going to be the entire code. Let me just run it to check. As you can see, it works. Now let me submit it to check if it can pass all testing cases. As you can see, it passed all testing cases and it's pretty fast. Now let's analyze a little bit about the time complexity. So here we have the dictionary and we have the segment. So the segment is going to be 2 times 10 to the power 4, so this is n. So from here, the time complexity is O n. And here we have a sorting, so it's going to be n log n time. Yeah, because we have the sorting, it's going to be n log n time. So here going to be O n. So up to here, this is just a pairwise, and it is O n. So the final time complexity is n log n. So let's just have a check. Maybe let me submit it and have a check if it is n log n or not. I forget where. Yeah. So let me just check the time complexity if it is right or wrong. It is n log n. It seems that the analyze is right for this problem. As you can see, the AI analyzed the time complexity and it is n log n. So thank you for watching. See you next time.